Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is For Pause in a Book. I make book and lifestyle related content, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today we're going to be talking about my TBR for Summerween. So, Summerween is a thriller horror-based readathon, obviously in the summer. They do several different iterations of it. I think they have like Spring Fling going a couple of months ago, and then I think they have like an actual Halloween one. I don't know. But this is Summerween. This is like supposed to be like this horror camp, like summer camp type feel to it. And I haven't actually been able to officially participate for a while. Like I would try to, but it just never worked out with timing. And this time it does. So the readathon runs from July 15th to July 21st. I love the fact that it starts on Friday because then like your weekend where you get really the most of your reading done is at the beginning of the readathon when you're still really excited and, you know, adrenaline, I guess. I don't know. This readathon is hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. I will leave both of their links down below. They are excellent creators. You should go check them out if you haven't already. I don't know why you wouldn't have. They're great people. There are a few prompts and we're going to talk about them. You don't have to follow the prompts. It's really just to like read thriller and horror for a week. I have 4 books for this readathon. Yes, that is ambitious. We'll see what happens. They're all pretty short. There are audiobooks for most of them. I think that we will be fine. So here we are. The first prompt is to read a book in the dark. Now you can actually, like, you don't have to pick a book for this one specifically. However, I'm going to cheat a little bit with this one. And because this one is like actually on my July TBR, we're going to be reading A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. See, it says dark. So that means even if I'm not reading it in the dark, I'm cheating, okay? It works. This is a book about a girl whose dad pled guilty to the disappearance of 6 teenage girls, and then several years later when she's an adult, she's trying to plan her wedding. She's trying to like just get along with her life, and history starts repeating itself, and so then she's trying to figure out if there's a copycat, if her dad really was innocent. So I think this one will be really exciting. This just looks like a summer thriller. Like this looks like a summer evening with like spookiness about to happen. So really excited for this one. This one's on my July TBR, like my categories TBR. So that one will definitely get read. If nothing else does, that'll be like top priority. The second prompt is to read a book with Halloween covers on the cover. For that one, I'm going to be reading Fantastic Land by Mike Bachman. This is a reread for me. I read it back in 2020. This was like a surprise book. A friend of mine, like in real life, asked me about this book, said like, hey, let's read this. I found it on Audible. It's on Audible Plus, so if you have that, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to use a credit. But anyways, after reading Hide, by Kirsten White and really hating this, I hyped this book up and now a bunch of people are reading it and I want to reread it because I'm getting messages from people being like, remember when this happened? And I'm like, actually, no, not really. So I'm going to reread it. That one has an audiobook and the audiobook is fantastic. It's all done in podcast or interview style format. So the audiobook is fantastic. I highly recommend you reading it that way. The third prompt is to read a slasher. I don't own a lot of slashers. I'm not trying to buy books for this when I have hundreds on my shelf. So we're gonna maybe stretch this a little bit. I don't know if it is, but it kind of feels like it is. So I'm gonna be reading Horror Hotel by Victoria Fulton and Faith McLaren. This is a YA thriller horror, and it is about this YouTube famous ghost gang. They visit a haunted LA hotel and they find something in the room of a former gruesome serial killer. So I don't know if that's actually a slasher, but I feel like serial killer makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't work, oh well, I've read it. I've taken it off my TBR shelf. I think like you might be able to consider this a slasher too. Not really. I don't really know the definition of slasher, to be honest. But that's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't look to me for horror recommendations. I am not an expert in this genre. You should check out, Gabby and Olivia. they know what they're talking about. The last prompt is to read a book with haunt in the title. And this one was actually really hard to do. I don't own any books that have haunt in the title. I don't. So I started looking on Script and I found this. It's called The Haunting. Can't remember the author, but here's the cover. And it's a paranormal romance where this woman goes up, like she's trying to go through her attic or something like that. She finds the ghost of a Civil War soldier, and then there's like a romance between the two of them. He is insistent that she is the reincarnation of his lost love. This could be interesting. I don't foresee it being like, you know, an excellent piece of literature, but could be fun. The last prompt is to bake or make a treat with your spooky read. I don't have a book for this one specifically, and I probably won't bake. But that is only because my air conditioner is like limping along. It's on its last summer for sure. And when I turn the oven on, it gets real hot in here. So maybe not that. Maybe we will do something else. But we'll see. I will be vlogging this. I'm going to just do like a weekly vlog for Summerween, and that'll be a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out, and we'll see how any of these books are. Let me know down in the comments below if you are participating in Summerween, or if you have a recommendation for us, like a short slasher, if my book doesn't count. So keep in mind that I am a wuss when it comes to reading, which is probably why I don't love slashers. If you're not feeling chatty, you can put some sort of like spooky emoji, maybe a ghost, maybe a zombie, I don't know, something. That is all for me today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the links to my social media will be in the description below if you'd like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.